My phone died at 1%, right as the woman who'd promised to keep me safe locked the doors and said, "Good, now no one knows where you are. Let me back up." I was stranded outside a rest stop off the interstate at 2 a.m., my engine smoking, no signal bars, the kind of dark where the streetlights buzz and don't actually light anything. I'd been driving home from my cousin's wedding and my old Civic finally gave up. A tow truck pulled in maybe 20 minutes after I called roadside assistance, which felt fast, but I was relieved. The driver was a woman, mid-40s, gray hoodie, a laminated badge clipped to her collar. I remember thinking, thank God it's not some sketchy guy. We even laughed about the wedding, how my aunt cried through the whole ceremony and then drank like she'd won the lottery. She said, "Family, right?" And I trusted her instantly. She hooked up my car, told me to ride in the cab, and we pulled onto the road. Everything was normal for about a mile. Then she kept glancing at her side mirror. "You see that pickup?" she said. "Black one. It's been on us since the lot." I twisted around. There were headlights back there, far off. "He followed me earlier too," she said, voice tight. "I don't want to take you straight home with him on us. I'm gonna cut through the county roads and shake him. Done it before. Keep your head down." So I did. Why wouldn't I? She had a badge. She was a woman. She was protecting me. We turned off the highway onto a road with no lines painted on it, just black trees on both sides. I watched the mirror until the pickup's lights disappeared behind a hill, and I exhaled so hard my chest hurt. "I think we lost him," I said. "Thank you, seriously." But she didn't slow down. She drove faster, deeper into the dark, past a sign that said the bridge ahead was closed. "Just making sure," she said. Her voice had changed. The warmth was gone, like she'd switched off a light. My stomach turned over. I told myself I was being paranoid. She just saved me. I pulled out my phone to text my sister where I was, and my blood went cold. The roadside app said my service ticket was canceled. Canceled. Why would she cancel the call she answered? Unless she didn't want a record of where she was taking me. Then my screen flashed 1% and went black. That's when she locked the doors and said it. "Good. Now no one knows where you are." I realized there had never been a pickup chasing us. She'd invented it. She made the whole thing up to get me off the highway, away from cameras and people. The badge was probably printed at a library. I started yanking the handle. Nothing. My eyes were burning. "Please, I have money. My mom's expecting me. Please." "It's not about money," she said, annoyed, like I was being dramatic. She turned down toward the closed bridge and my heart stopped. There, parked sideways across the gravel, was the black pickup. Two men leaned against it, waiting. There was nobody else for miles. I screamed and pounded on the window with both fists until my knuckles split. The men started walking toward the truck, unhurried, like they had all the time in the world. I was sobbing, hyperventilating, sure this was the last thing I'd ever see. Then headlights exploded across the windshield. A long-haul rig came roaring down the closed road behind us, air horn blaring, high beams flooding everything white. A man's voice boomed out the window. "I got all your plates. Sheriff's 2 minutes out. I called it in when she blew past my checkpoint." He had his CB radio in one hand and his phone filming with the other. Turns out he was a night trucker who'd seen her cancel and detour trick once before and had been watching for it. The two men bolted. She didn't get far either. The trucker boxed her in with his rig until the deputies arrived. All three of them are in prison now. It wasn't her first time. I found out later there were 2 other women who never made it home. I send that trucker a Christmas card every single year. He signs his back, "Glad you got home, kid."